Hello everyone, today I want to dive into differentiation and scaffolding, two of the most powerful instructional approaches you can use in any classroom as a teacher, a teaching assistant, learning support assistant, supporting students with special education needs, even as a parent. Both are aimed at helping every student access rigorous content without lowering the bar, but they do it in different ways. Differentiation is proactive. It's how you plan ahead to meet diverse students' needs by changing content, process, or products. Scaffolding is responsive. It's the temporary support you give students in the moment to help them grab something just out of reach. Both of them aim to move students towards the same high-level learning goals. Differentiation is about designing lessons that meet students where they are. This includes adjusting content, process, or products. Adjusting content could be giving advanced readers a complex article, while others use a scaffolded version with glossaries or visuals. Adjusting process could be allowing students to discuss in pairs, while others use graphic organizers or act it out. Adjusting products could be one student writes an essay, another creates a storyboard, and another records a short video. Think of a recent lesson and see how you could have adjusted one of these three elements. Scaffolding provides temporary support that helps students build independence as they develop new skills. These strategies gradually fade as students gain confidence and mastery. Common scaffolding strategies include modeling, guided practice, sentence starters, feedback loops, and giving visual aids like charts, timelines, and diagrams. Modeling is when the teacher demonstrates how to complete a task or solve a problem, thinking aloud to show the process. An example could be during a writing lesson. The teacher writes a paragraph in front of the class while explaining how to form a strong topic sentence and add supporting details. With Think Aloud, the teacher verbalizes their internal thinking as they read or solve problems, making thought processes visible. For example, while solving a math problem, the teacher says 3 multiplied by 4 is counting 3's in 4 places, and then goes ahead to add 3's in 4 places, add them together to get 12. Giving sentence starters is another strategy. This is when the student receives the beginning of a sentence to help them start their response. For example, in a science discussion, teachers could give students sentence starters like, I observed that. This evidence shows that. This supports students who may struggle with academic language. Another strategy is using graphic organizers. Educators give visual tools that help students organize ideas while writing, speaking, or solving a problem. For example, in an English class, students could use Venn diagram to compare 2 characters. In science, they could use a cause and effect chart to explain reaction. With guided practice, students try a task with the teacher's help before doing it independently. For example, after modeling a reading strategy, the teacher reads the next section with the students and prompts them with questions before releasing them to try it on their own. With feedback and correction loops, educators give ongoing feedback that helps students revise and improve while they are still learning. This allows the teacher to catch confusion early and adjust. For example, during a group project, the educator gives immediate tips. Tips like, you've got a good intro, now add an example to support that idea. Scaffolding isn't about simplifying, it's about supporting rigor. So how do we decide which one to use? We use differentiation during lesson planning to meet a range of needs. We use scaffolding within the lesson when a student hits a learning barrier. Often, we use both. We plan a differentiated activity, then scaffold as needed. Now let's put everything together using 2 scenarios. Scenario 1. In a novel study, some students read a graphic novel version, others use audio support. That's differentiation. When students analyze the test and you provide guiding questions or a character map, that's scaffolding. For scenario 2, in a math class, you give students tasks at different entry points based on their readiness, that's differentiation. You can use manipulatives or step-by-step prompts to support problem solving, that's scaffolding. Remember, we want to maintain high expectations with these strategies. The danger is assuming that giving support means making it easier, but we are not lowering the bar, we are building a longer ramp. Every student can reach high expectations if we give them the right tools, the time and structure. Fair isn't everyone getting the same thing. Fair is everyone getting what they need to succeed. So remember, we differentiate when planning. That means we think ahead. We scaffold in the moment. That means we adjust as needed. We keep expectations high. That means we provide access, not shortcuts. So we use both strategies regularly and they work best together. Now, write down one way you would use either differentiation or scaffolding in your next lesson. So, as I wrap up today, I want to leave you with this thought. Every student can reach high expectations if we meet them where they are and walk beside them with the right support. Differentiation isn't about making 30 different lessons. It's about designing flexible access points so students can take different routes to the same goal. Scaffolding isn't about making things easier. It's about providing temporary steps until students are ready to fly on their own. When we combine these two strategies, thoughtful planning and intentional support, we create classrooms that are not only inclusive but empowering. So whether you're adjusting content in your lesson plan or offering sentence starters mid-lesson, know that you are building bridges and not lowering the bars. So, thank you for being an educator who chooses equity, who embraces diversity, and who believes in every learner's potential. If you found this content useful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear your thoughts and questions. Let's keep learning, reflecting, and growing together. I hope to see you in the next lesson.